Hello everybody, I'm Anna Grillo and today I'm going to be talking to you about the feeling of no motivation. And the reason why this topic came up is because I was chatting with a friend last week who was mentioning her having a lack of motivation to go and get things done. And then less than an hour later, another friend said the exact same thing to me, and throughout the course of the night I pretty much had another 3 other people mention the same thing. So I thought, okay, this is a hot topic, and what can we do, and what can I do to help people reconnect and find that sense of joy and purpose? So there's a couple of things that I'd like to focus on before we jump into a tapping script. And the people who did connect with me and reach out, or that I saw, are currently living in Victoria. So we have quite a bit of restrictive lockdowns, which seem never ending at the moment. And it's been a very long year, and there's been a lot of disruption, there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of angst, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of fear, there's so much going on. And so sometimes what can happen is, if we look through the lens of stress, we look through the lens of our fight, flight, or freeze response is getting triggered, because when we look to the external, through the media, through us seeing other people, it is triggering off our stress response. And what can happen is, for the body, first and foremost, its priority is to survive. So it will use the adrenaline and the cortisol to keep us in fight flight, because we are hyper vigilant and we believe that there's going to be the saber-toothed tiger ready to come out and pounce. What happens is that in order to keep that going, it'll start stealing the minerals and vitamins needed in order to produce all the other great chemicals in our body, such as serotonin and dopamine, that help balance and keep our mood feeling really good, to feel motivated to go and get things done. And so slowly those start to go out of balance in order to feed the stress response. So one thing I'll probably look at is to invite you to see, well, what connection strategies are you doing? Are you switching off the TV? Are you writing out, journaling out if there's any fears, any stress, any worries going on? How can you start to bring yourself in a space and a place to acknowledge, well, what's going on is pretty tough right now. How can we look after, nourish, and nurture ourselves? So just trying to bring in that stress response down and finding ways to help look after yourself. So that's one strategy to do. The second is about the concept of external and internal motivation. So if you were someone that relied on other things, other people, outings in order to do things or to feel good, then perhaps it's time to start looking at, well, what's my personal values or beliefs or things that I really enjoy doing. So that could be easy, it could be difficult for some, and it's really just a matter of knowing who you are, what you enjoy doing, what brings you joy, what aligns with your values and your mission in life. It's very easy to sort of fall into the daily grind. What are the things that can just start looking out that really brings that human experience, that little extra things that make us feel good and really feel excited about doing stuff? Is there what activities do you have right now, aside from heading off to work or the next Netflix binge watch and all those types of things? What are the things that you're doing that can really help rest and restore? So if you're really not sure, one great activity to do is, imagine if you didn't have to worry about time, money, or other people, what would you do? What would you be doing with your life? So that's a good activity, just to brainstorm and get really creative with it. Access that right brain of yours. Go do some drawing or creative writing or cutting up pictures out of a thing that really just speak and inspire to you. And it really is also about what would you be, do, and have as well. So connecting with that and just see what comes up. So what we'll do now is just jump into the tapping portion of this video, and all you need to do is just copy along and follow along and just repeat after me. Okay. So even though I have no motivation and I have no desire to do anything, I know everything's going to be okay. Even though I have no get up and go, I just feel really flat. I'm choosing to do something about it. Even though I'm a little bit worried that I'll never feel joy again, that I'll never have energy to do anything, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I have no motivation. No motivation. Feeling so flat. Feeling despondent. Feeling apathetic. I just can't be bothered. What's the point? It's just the daily grind. I'm feeling really flat. It's like I have no motivation, no energy. There's no get up and go in me at all. And it's a little bit scary. I'm worried that I'll never get my energy levels back. That nothing will inspire me. I'm doomed to live a life grey and bleak. All this frustration, anger, pain and sadness. I wish something could be done. But I don't know what that could be. I don't even know where to start. I have no energy to start. And just tune in and just connect in with how you're feeling. Is there somewhere in your body that you notice? Could be your head. You could just feel really, really tired. Connect in with that. If you have no feeling at all, that's fine. Say that. I can't feel it anywhere. I just feel numb. And if there's anything else that comes up for you, I should invite you to start exploring that too. Feel free to freestyle it. So I invite you right now just to take a deep breath, connect back in. And if you feel the need to continue tapping, please do so. To letting go the stuff that's coming up for you, bring that up. And what we want to do now is a round of letting go. So now we've made ourselves aware of the issues of how we're feeling, and now we're ready to go, right, let's move this on and bring something new in. Okay. So I am choosing to let go this feeling of no motivation. I am choosing to call in my inner carer to support me through this time. I'm choosing to let go of my fears, my worries, my lack of motivation, and my lack of energy. And rather than beat myself up over it, I'm choosing to respond with kindness and compassion. I know times are tough right now. Not every day is going to be like this. I'm honoring and acknowledging this feeling and choosing to use it as an opportunity to spark some creativity and joy in my life. Perhaps, and use this as the tap on the shoulder to renew and find something new and exciting to do. Something that brings me deep joy and excitement, and is just for me. I'm choosing to let go of any patterns and behaviors and self-sabotage techniques that bring me into not feeling motivated. I'm choosing to let go and respond with compassion to the external forces that are beyond my control at the moment. I'm choosing to let go of any generational patterns, habits that have been passed down to me through my ancestral lineage, across all time, space, and dimension. Letting it all go. Letting go of any symbols, colours, shapes, or sounds that are associated with the feeling of no motivation. And I'm calling in inspiration. I'm calling in curiosity. I'm calling in joy and the possibilities. I'm rewiring my cells for excitement, for a new way of being. Feeling inspired and creative by what could be. And if there's anything else that you'd like to add, call it all in now. Calling in a new way of being. I'm ready to let it all go. Letting it all go. And bringing in peace and love, kindness and compassion. I always just like to finish off doing a round tapping on the wrists and just saying peace. Peace. Okay. So I hope you are feeling a little bit more settled now. Just calm and collect in with yourself and just see how you're feeling. And anytime you're starting to notice that dip in energy, that feeling of no motivation, just start to, I'll invite you just to connect in with that feeling and just start doing some tapping. You can just choose a couple of points and notice it. I'm noticing my resistance. I'm noticing my no motivation, my feelings of no motivation, and I am choosing to honor that. And what do I need right now? It might be deep rest, or it might be let's do something new, let's try something new, and look up or do something that's going to bring me a little bit more motivation, a bit more excitement, a bit more curiosity, and really help build up that internal something to look forward to, just something that you can call in and curate throughout your days, either through looking up information, working something with your hands, but just find out something for you to help support you, because really think about what that future vision of you could be if you didn't have to worry about time, money, or other people. What are the kinds of things that you would love your life to look like, to feel like? And so I encourage you to start cultivating what that could be. So I hope you find this useful. If you would like to connect with me for further support, please, you can find me over on trueself.com.au. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon with another tapping video. Bye for now.